I take this off then.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody. My name is Kattis Gullberg. I live in Sweden, working as a doctor secretary and with a union, and also with Money Working for You. And today I'm not going to speak about me. I will hand over the microphone to Jason, that has the topic of the education on this Thursday meeting. So Jason is also living in Sweden, but he's from England, and he's been in Money Working for You now since last summer together with me. So please, Jason.
Yeah, thanks very much, Kattis. Welcome everybody. Not sure where you're all located, but welcome from wherever you are located in the world. This is our part 2 Money Working for You training. So, you know, this is a meeting which is aimed at brand new people, but it's also aimed at people that are always in the system, because we always need to be reminded of the simple things, going back to the basics. So today we're going to teach you the basics, but we're also going to remind all the old school guys that have been around for a million years that, you know, we need to still do these things on a daily basis. So I'm here just to try and narrow everything down for you, because when you first join any type of multi-level marketing business which has a certain structure, you know, because different businesses have slightly different structures depending on the type of network it is. There's difference, they look different, they work different, but there's still certain rules which always need to be in place. So I've tried to narrow everything down, which is the most important things for you to understand. Okay, so first of all, we just want to double check with the brand new people that you've joined our Facebook group, which is Money Working for You. And the second part is that you've joined our Telegram group, because it's really important that you're in that group, because that's where you are going to add your brand new people. And it's always a reminder about that group that it's not a group where you can ask questions. We always take questions outside of the group in private. But that group is there because we want to always post our results. We want to post motivation and also the next meeting times. And you've always got to think about, you know, what do you want your brand new prospect to see? You know, what sort of environment do you want your brand new prospect to see when you bring them into that chat? And and really you want a brand new prospect to see everybody earning money, everybody excited, and they know exactly when the next meeting is. So that's why we always keep the questions separate outside. Okay, because I know it's not always so obvious when we first ask people not to write questions in the group, but it's very, very important for your brand new prospects. Make sure you book a time with your upline executive pro leader. If you're not really 100% sure what that is yet, but that is actually a person that's built a business up to quite a large level, and they know exactly the steps to help a brand new person, not just to create the structure, but also to make sure that you understand the journey, you understand the vision from when you're starting to where you want to be a little bit later on. You need to get started with the education. You know, when you go into Money Working for You, because I don't know what business you've actually, you know, signed up for. You know, you're probably either in AI marketing, Elevate Plus, or Pariba, but you need to get educated. Okay. You know, we've put hours and hours and hours and hours of time into those films, and also many years of knowledge to make it easy for you. And it's also good for my brain and my breath and my speech, that I don't have to keep repeating myself. All you need to do is keep pressing play, so you can play it again and again, and you can learn everything you need to know about the business you're working with. So get educated. You know, we've also got an app, so you can download the app so you can get access to the education system, and that way it's a perfect communication. I don't know if you remember, about 2 or 3 months ago, Facebook, it completely crashed. It all went off. And the good thing was, because we still had an app, we were able still to be able to communicate with our teams through the app, and we still had our meetings whether social media was off. So that was a really, really nice point. Just a reminder, everything is built on the dream. Okay, everything you do in life always starts on a dream. So I really highly recommend you write down 100 dreams. If you're not really sure about that, we do actually do a dream meeting. Well, I'm not sure exactly when the next one's coming up, but if you're in the Telegram chat, you will see when we advertise the next one. But you can start by writing down 100 things that you'd like to do, have, become, and so on. And then you're going to need to write down people you know. Okay, well, that's sort of not strange. You know, if you're going to go into any type of business, you know, even if you were going to open a pizza restaurant, you probably want to invite your friends to have a slice of free pizza and a Coca-Cola, wouldn't you? You know, you wouldn't let them walk past outside your door. You know, so here it's really, you know, you've got a chance to build an awesome business here. They've also got a chance to say yes or no to your opportunity. So just share it with them. So I recommend you write down 200 names of people you know, and then you can start to present your business to them. It's really, really important to understand about success. So you start with your 100 dreams, okay? You know, there's only a small percentage of people in the world that actually write down their dreams, and they're the ones that actually achieve their dreams, and it's actually 3%. So in my eyes, you can have a decision. You can either remain one of the 97% that doesn't write down their dreams, and guess what? They don't get them. They just wish their dreams. Or you could be the 3% that writes down their dreams and then they do something else. They set goals, and they also have a date attached to that goal. So they have a chance of getting their dreams to come true. So of course you write down your dreams, you have a goal with a date, and then you have a strategy plus action. Okay, just remember guys, this is not a get rich quick scheme. It takes a lot of work to do what we do, but the results are very, very different. Okay, you work hard in your jobs you got now, but if you work hard in this, you can buy your freedom back, you can buy your life back. Very, very different. So I'm letting people in as I'm going here, so that's good. We have something called core. Okay, every business like this needs to have success habits, and we have 7 success habits which makes this business work. Some people in our organization decide to follow the 7 points, and some of them they don't follow them, and some of them do follow them. Okay, well, I can tell you something now, the ones that don't follow them, they have a small bank account. Okay, so that's also a choice. So number one, we're going to have to show our business on a consistent basis. All right, we can't show the business twice a year. You know, that's like going to the gym twice a year. You know what the result's going to be. So we need to be on a consistent basis. You know, try and show 1 person a day. That's 30 people in 1 month. Do you think someone's going to join your business? I think so. I don't think any of you are that bad that if you show a film to someone, you know, I always like to just say, you know, here's a film, will you watch it? You know, I like to ask people's permission, and I do it once a day, and I'm able to register quite a lot of people with that. Can you imagine if you up your game and you do it twice a day, you know, so you're still not overworked. And then number 2, you know, you need to get them connected to the system. Why do we use a system? Because you don't have time to teach everybody. Okay, you couldn't possibly, if you've got 1,000 people join your business in 3 weeks time, well, that'd be a great momentum, wouldn't it? But I'm just giving you an example. Would you be able to look after them? Would you be able to look after 50? That is why you use a system, and also the system helps everybody learn the same thing. You end up with teams with educated people that speak the same business language. Number 3, get people started right. There's a small window of time to get people started. In my experience, after 48 hours, you just say next. Why? Because they've just joined the money working for you graveyard. That prospect is dead. You just need to register another one. It's our responsibility to get people started correctly, and you just need to connect them to the system, or just book a meeting with your executive upline pro leader. Number 4, we work with duplication. You know, that means you never ever work alone. Okay, You know, your boss never says that, does it? He says, yeah, bring all your friends to your work. You know, we're going to have a great time. Well, in our industry, you know, we do that. We want you to invite all your friends. We want you to invite all your team and your downlines, because instead of just you getting educated, you are giving you're giving the chance to your entire team to get the same information, the same excitement, to go one more week and sponsor more people. All right. Number 5 and 6 is all about you. Well, you've all had an education. I'm pretty sure, like me, we've all had a certain education that taught us to have a job. Okay. And we're here, we're talking about, you saw it on the Monday meeting where we talked about coming from one side of the quadrant to the other. You need to have a different thinking. That's why you need to read. If you're not reading, you are cutting your business short. You need to read 15 minutes a day. Listen to positive audios, you know, that otherwise you're listening to yourself, okay? And all the things in your life right now that you have and don't like, or you complain about, is because of how you think. So if you want to stop thinking like that and you want to get some success habits, you need to listen to certain positive audios which help you, okay? And then 80% of success is just turning up. We work as a team. You know, can you imagine a football team if 5 players don't turn up? That's going to be an awesome team, isn't it? I don't think there's going to be many goals made that day. Okay, so we work as a team. So you know, if you're developing a team, you bring the team together. So you're going to start, and it doesn't matter what business you're working in. This training is for any type of network. You know, it all starts with you. You've got to start. You've got to fund your account. Okay. And what most people do, they're like putting the big toe to see how warm the water is. You know, I think you need to jump in both feet first and see if you can swim. After you've made some, you know, calculated decisions, you know, you've got to do the due diligence first. But most people, they just tread carefully when they could go faster. I'm going to give you an example of that, because the more you put into your business, financially, okay, the more money you're going to earn. And I'll tell you why, because it's because of duplication. So if you start with one of our businesses, say, this is just an example, start with $10, every person in your team will start with $10. Okay, and you're doing the same amount of work. You're prospecting them, you're signing them up, you're connecting to them to the system so they can get educated. It's the same work. You sponsor 10 people in your structure. It's $100. That is a lot of work for $100. Okay, or you can start to promote bigger. Okay, because in my experience, most people can afford $100, $200, $300. And I like to start at a higher level and work my way back, okay? Because it's always harder to go up. I'm just going to give you an example. What if you started with $100 and you talk to a prospect, and the first thing when you're talking to a prospect, they always ask this question. They say, how much did you start with? So I started with $100. And they go, okay, I will as well. That's duplication. But if you say, I started with $10, well, I will as well. And you will find that this is just such a simple thing. It's about having integrity for what you're doing, you know, because you can't sign up with 10 and tell your friends that you signed up with 100, because they're not stupid. They hear it because you hesitate for a millisecond. Here's 200, same work, $2,000 in the same network. Do you think your bonuses are going to go up even higher? This is promoting $300, all right? You know, it's $3,000 for the same amount of work. But what I like to do, if people ask me, you know, I just say, look, do you want to earn more money or do you want to earn less? They say, I want to earn loads of money. Okay, well, I recommend you start at $300. Oh, that's too much. Okay, do you have 200? No, I don't. Okay, oh, I can definitely squeeze 100. And if people say, well, you know, it's really actually very tight, you know, I come from a port, well, that's okay. I tell you what, we've got this option for you. Understand what I mean, guys? You start high, go back. So then we want you to take a step. All of our businesses have a film, you don't even need to learn the presentation. So you talk to your prospect and you're simply going to say, look, I found something awesome. I found a brilliant way of making money. If I send you a film, will you watch it? And until they've answered me yes, I won't even send them the film. I will wait 5 days if it takes that. And they say, oh, what was that film thing you were going to say? Oh yeah, I didn't think you were interested, but if you're interested, I will send it to you. Okay, don't be so desperate. Don't be spammy. Don't spam all your friends, because they'll get fed up with you right away. Ask people's permission before you send the film. And we like to recognize people for everything they do. Okay, and we could come in and say, like, sponsor 10 people and you're a winner. In my eyes and the leader's eyes here, everybody's a winner, even if you register one person. Because if you come in and you register one person, you have doubled the size of your business. Okay, bacteria and rabbits do this so easily, but human beings, they get stuck because we think too much. But you put a couple of bacteria, or you put one bacteria in a Petri tray and you watch those things duplicate. You put 2 bunny rabbits together for a few weeks. Gosh, what happens with them? They don't think about, well, is duplication difficult? But here, anybody here can register one person, and you know how to start them correctly, because you want them to fund their account. You want to get them connected to the system, and we will recognize you. This is a one-time. Kattis isn't looking because she can actually see her name if she looks. So this is a test to see if the leadership's listening. Hi, Kattis. Can you see your name? Right. Okay. So we recognize people, and this is a one-time recognition. So if you're a brand new person and you register your friend, you just need to tell us. You just need to tell us, and we will. Sorry, my phone was ringing. I do apologize. And we will recognize you for your efforts, okay? And it will be put in the Telegram chat, and we'll go, well done, you'll feel good. And the more important thing is your brand new prospect will see it, and they will say, oh, I want to double the size of my business too. And it's like bacteria in a Petri tray, okay? Very, very simple. And we will do that recognition every single day. So then you're going to move on. You've already registered one. We want to show you the most important building block, and it's called a tempo setter. You're going to register 2 more people into your business. We do a recognition for this every single Sunday. And all you're going to do is so you've already been recognized for 1, and then we're going to recognize you for 2 more people. How cool is that? Very, very simple little recognition, and you've got little steps all the way up. Okay, but what happens after that? Once you've done this, the next step is to do it again. Okay? Because what I recommend is that you do not wait for anybody. That is the biggest mistake in multi-level marketing. They register their first 3 and they sit on them like a chicken trying to hatch an egg. Oh, I've got my downline, and when they start sponsoring hundreds of people, I can sit on the beach and drink pina colada. It doesn't work that way, guys. It takes time for people to develop. What makes you think they're going to build it? Okay, and if you're waiting for people to put people in from above you, what makes you think your upline is going to build it? I recommend, guys, if you're going to build this properly, you take ownership of your business right away. You sponsor your first person, you sponsor your 2 more, so you complete a tempo setter. And you don't stop. You go back to your name list and you're starting to register 3 more. Okay, you don't look down, don't look back. You get these people registered, get them connected to the system, get them to fund their account. Ask them, are you watching the films? Are you watching the films? Very simple stuff. Okay, but you focus on going back to your name list, focus on talking to people on social media if that's the way you do it. We sponsor a lot of our people just by opening our mouths. It's much easier. Okay. And then when we run out of people, like everybody does, or we want to build international, we can use social media. So there's plenty of ways. We even have films in Money Working For You that teaches you all this stuff. And then we want to set you up for a higher goal. This is called a pro leader goal. All right, so you can see here straight away, that was your first person you registered. And then I spoke about doing a tempo setter. So there's your first 3. And I said, don't take your foot off the pedal, you know, keep going. Don't wait for anybody. So you're going to be focused on the next one. The numbers here represents weeks. So if you're wondering how long does it take to get to a pro leader, because I've heard people talk about this pro leader goal, and it's 5 weeks. Could you do exactly what we do for 5 weeks? You know, if you really want to know what to do, get around Cadis, get around Jürgen, get around Robert, get around me and say, I want to copy you for 5 weeks. Here's my name list. Can you help me? Okay. Can you say that? Every single one of you can say that. And you're on your way. Because of course there's other goals after pro leader, but once you've done that building block, it is the most important building block in all of our businesses, because it teaches you the basics, and it's the most important building block which helps you build a giant business. Anyone here want a giant business that duplicates without you, so you can enjoy the pina colada on the beach? Okay, well, as I say, you know, what gets recognized gets done. We want to recognize you in every single way. And I showed you, when you register 3 people, that is called a tempo setter. If you register 6 people during that first week, or any week when you've done it, if you've as soon as you've registered your first 6 people, you know, that's a double tempo setter. If you register 9, it's a triple. All you need to do, you need to, you know, once you've done that, you know, we can't guess, you know, these teams are pretty big already. So, you know, I can't run around loads of people saying, have you done this? You need to actually tell the leadership. You need to say, look, I've just done one of these tempo set of things. You said there was a recognition on Sunday. Send me your photograph, your full name, and just say, what did you do? Did you do a tempo setter, or a double tempo setter, or a triple? Or did you register 1? So, and then we will make up a flyer which looks like this. And this is all about duplication, because can you imagine if you've been working for 1 week, you've registered your first, okay, your first person, and then you've gone out and you've registered 2 more. You've also added those 3 people to the group, and on Sunday we will put your face in here and your name, and we will say, well done for registering 3 people. Okay, very, very simple stuff. And you don't need to drum it into your 3 best friends. So you've got to go out and sponsor someone. You know, they will do it anyway. It's back to bacteria. Very, very simple. It's back to the you know, the bunny rabbits. They will see, you know, you can do this too. And they copy. Anyone can do this stuff, guys. It's just about following the system step by step. Make sure you have a dream. I really, really want to end on this part, because it's so, you won't do anything if you haven't got a dream. You know, if you want to lose weight, you've got to want to lose weight to go through all that hardship of not eating donuts and cakes and then having to go to the gym. That takes a big dream to do that stuff. Okay, this business is also the most easy thing to put down. Why? Because it earns you the least amount of money in the beginning, but it also earns you the most amount of money at the end if you can stay focused on your dream. All right, remember, it goes the other way. In the beginning, you are underpaid and overworked. You know, you've already had a real crappy day at work and you hate your boss and you're thinking, I know only another 30 years of this crap to go. Then I say, why don't you come on a Zoom meeting with us and we'll talk about tempo setter. You know, you need to have a pretty strong dream to listen to me every Thursday and invite a few people to listen to me every Thursday, or one of our other leaders. Make sure you've got a dream. Make sure you've got a vision board. So it's your dreams. You're building this for you. You're building it for your family, and you're building it, whatever your reason is. Maybe you just want to fire your boss and spend some time with your kids and your wife. Okay. It's not always about being a millionaire or buying the giant yacht. Just focus on your dream, get it big, and then make sure you focus on your daily habits. Okay. daily habits is the difference of success. Goes back to the gym. You go to the gym twice a year and you want to be Mr. and Mrs. Sexy. Well, you're not going to, well, you might look Mr. and Mrs. Sexy, but maybe your body's not like you want it to be. But if you do it little things every day toward your future, you're always going to make it. All right, guys. So I hope you've learned something here. I'm going to make sure I put this into film, and I'm going to do some editing and stuff so you can't hear my phone ring, but I don't care. I know I got the message over to you guys. Okay. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay for things to go wrong. That's why I'm trying to, it doesn't have to be a perfect presentation. We just need to make sure we get the message across to you that you can have a dream, you can focus on your daily habits and get your dreams to come true. Okay, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to get going so you can become good. You don't need to be good to get going. All right. Okay, guys, so back to you, Caddis.